We're here to talk about our favorite things in the world, movies and movie news, TV and streaming, all sorts of good stuff. So let's not waste any time and jump into it, shall we? We're going to start off with this. You know, in the realm of comic book movies, sometimes a movie gets announced. It sounds like it's a little bit out of left field. Such was the case with Sergeant Rock. Now, there's been talk for years of DC trying to get a Sergeant Rock going. I think at one point, Bruce Willis was lined up to play Sergeant Rock. Yes. Then at another point, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep, Schwarzenegger.
Was lined up to play Sergeant Rock. Never happened. And then last year, we found out that James Bond himself, Daniel Craig, had signed up to be Sergeant Rock. Well, apparently, according to the reports, that ain't happening anymore. This coming to us from the Hollywood Reporter says Daniel Craig drops out of DC Studios' war movie, Sergeant Rock. Writes the following. Daniel Craig's DC Comics debut will have to wait. The actor is no longer attached to star in Sergeant Rock, the DC Studios feature project that would have reunited him with his queer director, Luca I always mispronounce this, Guadagnino. The feature has a script from screenwriter Justin Kurtzix, who penned his Challengers and Queer because he also directed Challengers. So he's out. I don't think this is going to be one that catches a lot of people by surprise. I think when they announced Daniel Craig was going to be this, I like it just because he's such a good actor. To me, number one, get a great talented actor. Daniel Craig is an Academy level kind of actor. He's amazing. But a lot of people were like, we love Daniel Craig. That seems like an odd choice, though, to play Sergeant Rock.
Right.
Not to mention he's 56 years old, which is like not 66, but, he's starting to get up there a little bit. I mean, look, even his recent films, take James Bond out of it, all right? Take that out of it. His Knives Out movies, so good. You know what one of the most underrated ones he's ever done? Logan Lucky.
I love Logan Lucky.
I love that movie, and he is so good in Logan Lucky. Yeah. And you know what? Everybody gets mad at me when I say this. I don't care. It's often lonely being right. His version of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was better than the original version.
Ooh.
Not by a lot, not by much, but I loved his version of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I'm really sad they never made more.
That was Fincher, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the dude is just amazing. So I think it would have been great had he played the role. But I agree with a lot of people that it was a unique choice. And him now stepping out, not a big... Now, this brings up the question about what does this mean about the future of the project? Maybe the project itself may not happen. And I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on with that. I always thought doing a Sergeant Rock movie in and of itself was an interesting choice.
This character wasn't a part of Creature Commandos, was he?
Was he not referenced in the G.I. Robot backstory?
That's the only place I can think of that had a connection, was a G.I. Robot.
I thought maybe he was... I you know what? I can't remember, but I think... Luis in the live chat is saying, he was. Yeah, I thought he was referenced in that, but he wasn't featured.
Yeah, so do you think this has anything to do with how that show turned out, if people watched it or not?
Nothing.
I mean, nothing at all.
The animated show?
Yeah,
I'm just saying. A live action movie with a character who appeared in it for 5 seconds? Nah, nothing like that.
All right.
I think it might have something to do with the project. We'll have to wait and see. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Indeed. Okay, so you just realized your business needed to hire somebody like yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed's Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. With Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for the right candidates so you can reach the best talent faster. And it works. Indeed's data shows that sponsored jobs get 45% more application than non-sponsored jobs. The thing I'm impressed most with Indeed is how fast it makes hiring. When I was looking to hire somebody for the John Campea Show, the process felt slow and overwhelming. I hate it. I wish I had used Indeed. And you want to know how fast Indeed is? In just the minute that I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made on Indeed worldwide. So don't wait. Speed up your hiring now with Indeed. And for listeners of this show, you get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/Campea. Just go to Indeed.com/Campea and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed here. That's Indeed.com/Campea. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Daniel Craig, the former James Bond, is no longer going to be Sergeant Rock. I don't think this is going to surprise a lot of people. Do you think this means they're recasting? Or do you think maybe they're just going to put the project itself on the shelf for a while? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.